Listen carefully. I mean really carefully, because what I'm about to reveal to you today has never been revealed before, and is a completely new type of seduction code. In fact, it's so different and powerful and easy that it's basically like having the secret code in a video game that makes you completely unstoppable when it comes to picking up strippers and hired guns. Yes, you heard me correctly. It's a code that makes it effortless to pick up super hot strippers, bartenders, hostesses, waitresses, and other hired guns. And it's a code that will result in you getting the easiest, hottest sex you've ever had in your life, no matter what you look like or how much money you have. I'm Sinn, and most of you know that I've been in the dating and seduction industry for several years. But here's something you may not know about me. In the seduction and pickup community, I'm known for my ability to pull strippers, hot waitresses, and other hired guns anytime I want. I don't say that to brag, but I say it because I want you to believe me when I say, by the end of this short presentation, you're going to know exactly how to pick up and seduce any stripper, waitress, or other hired gun whenever you want. And I say that with 100% confidence because several years ago, I was just like you. I had never even dreamed of picking up a super hot stripper, cocktail waitress, or anyone else. Because, as you're well aware, these women are paid to flirt with guys. So why would I, an average-looking guy, stand out from the pack? Why would a chick that's so hot that she makes a living off her looks be attracted to me? It didn't seem possible until I saw a buddy of mine, who's a natural when it comes to women, pick up 2 strippers, a bartender, and a waitress in the span of a long weekend. If you're counting, that's 4 hired guns in the span of 3 days, all of which he slept with. Now, I like my buddy, but I'm going to be honest. The guy is fat, balding, and hairy. There was absolutely no way I would ever expect him to be able to do this. Not only was he getting these incredibly hot women super attracted to him and turned on, but he was doing it while they were working. So when I saw him pick up multiple strippers and hired guns, I was determined to crack the code to getting these super hot women. So I spent the next several years almost exclusively trying to pick up strippers and other hired guns. And in the beginning, it wasn't that easy, because my usual pickup tactics weren't nearly as effective with these women. I mean, these women were in another league of hotness. And because they make a living off their looks and flirting with guys, the usual seduction methods and tactics simply did not work. In fact, they did the opposite. I realized that strippers and hired guns had been exposed to nearly every pickup tactic out there, and they were pretty much immune to the usual tactics we all know. I needed to learn a new type of seduction code, a strategy that could take the most difficult pickup situation and make it easy and effortless. So I decided to go out of the box and try some crazy and controversial things. You'll see what I mean by crazy in a second. At one point, I was going to strip clubs around the world, testing out new tactics to make sure they worked universally on all strippers. I literally had nights where I would try and pick up the hostess and waitress at dinner, the hot bartender and cocktail waitress after dinner, and the strippers at the strip club after that. And after almost 2 years of this, I got to a point where if I walked into a strip club, I knew with certainty that I would be fucking a stripper when she got off for that night. I had succeeded in cracking the stripper code, the same code that I'm about to teach you about. Now, before I get too far into this, I need to warn you. What you're about to learn is highly controversial and has never been revealed before in the pickup community. And because of this, I'm only keeping this presentation online for a few days because I'd rather this material not get out to the masses. And this information is so powerful that I'm only revealing it to my faithful subscribers. Information that's basically a cheat code for laying strippers, bartenders, waitresses, and other hired guns. So let me ask you this. How often are you having sex with girls you consider as seriously hot? You know the girls I'm talking about, those 9s and 10s with perfect bodies, a beautiful face, and that sexy X factor that makes you go crazy. The type of girls that are hired for their looks and sex appeal. When was the last time you got one of those girls? A week ago? A month ago? A year ago? How about never? I think it's time to change that. Now let me ask you this. What if getting one of those girls was as easy as going to the bank and making a withdrawal? Anytime you need money, you simply go to the bank and withdraw money from your account. What if having sex with a sexy hired gun was as easy as walking into a bank and withdrawing money? Only now, you just walk into a strip club, bar, or restaurant, and instead of walking out with money, you walk out with a super hot woman begging you to take her home and fuck her. Meanwhile, your friends are still in the club, jaws dropped, wondering how the hell you pulled the hottest stripper in the club. Because you know the secret. It's really that easy. In a few moments, you will be completely empowered, knowing that you know exactly how to get the hottest strippers in the club, the sexiest bartender in the bar, or that flirty waitress with an amazing body. So are you ready to make this happen? I'm about to teach you 2 secrets that will blow every other guy that these hired guns see day after day out of the water. They will set you apart and turn her on. So the first secret I'm about to reveal to you is something I call breaking. I call it breaking because you need to break the stripper or hired gun out of her salesman role. Here's the thing that 99% of men don't realize. Being a stripper, bartender, or waitress is really just a sub-persona of the girl. And that sub-persona is there to get money from you. Guy after guy will say to his buddies, "Oh, that girl really liked me." Sorry, buddy. The reality is he's only experienced her sub-persona, and she probably doesn't give a fuck about him. He's experienced the flirty girl she becomes when she's working in order to get more money from his wallet. So in order to game the girl, you need to shrink the stripper or other hired gun persona by telling her you're not a customer. But you can't just tell her you're not a customer. You need to show it. You need to engage the real girl in her. And you do that by asking questions only the real her can answer. A question like, what did the 5-year-old you want to be when she grow up? Now, if she's a stripper, you've broken through the stripper persona and brought out the real girl who you can now start gaming. The next secret I'm about to reveal to you is also incredibly effective. I call it bursting, and it's incredibly effective for gaming bartenders. Basically, bursting means you need to game bartenders in short bursts. Because bartenders are so busy, you need to game them in short bursts of about 3 to 5 minutes. Now, in these bursts, you'll want to use very high-octane material. Stuff like disqualifiers, cold reads, and role plays. And then, and this is the most important part, you're going to walk away. You then want to repeat these bursts in cycles. And some of these bursts can be you bringing up girls to the bar to buy shots or drinks so she can see you're socially proved. So once you start using breaking and bursting on strippers and bartenders, you're going to be well on your way to having sex with them. But I have to be honest with you. There are so many more secrets involved in picking up and seducing strippers and hired guns that I simply don't have the time to talk about in this presentation. But even with these techniques alone, you're ahead of most guys. But here's the thing. Do you want to be such an expert that you can get a stripper or hired gun whenever you want? Do you want it to be as easy as walking into your bank and pulling out $20? Imagine how amazing it will feel knowing you can simply walk into a strip club and end up banging the hottest stripper because you're the guy that's different from all the rest. You were the random customer she's fallen for. Or what about eating lunch at your regular spot and you happen to get that super cute waitress? Are you going to ask her out and eventually have sex with her, or are you going to be just another friendly customer? Imagine how amazing it will feel knowing that in this situation you are guaranteed to have sex with her. Doesn't it feel absolutely awesome? And wouldn't you love to get started today, right now, and start seeing results tonight? Now at this point you have 2 choices. You can either try to apply these tips on your own, or make the savvy choice and allow me to help you change your life. The vast majority of people who have seen this presentation have chosen the latter because, well, I've already done all the work for you. This is a proven, field-tested code that has already changed several hundreds of my students' lives. And it's called the stripper code, the secret seduction language you need to pick up strippers and hired guns. The stripper code is an accumulation of everything I learned during the 2 straight years I dedicated to picking up strippers and hired guns. It's essentially the cheat code you need for going into a strip club, bar, and or any other establishment and walking out with the hottest girl that works there on your arm, going home with you to have sex. And let me tell you, stripper and hot cocktail waitress sex is no ordinary sex. These girls will literally rock your world in the sack. And after learning this secret seduction language, don't come crying to me that you don't sleep anymore or you're too sore because these ultra hot women just want too much sex. You've been warned. Because here's the thing. Most guys view strippers and other hired guns as unfuckable. They think they're too hot or too difficult to pick up while they're working. But that's only because they don't know the secret seduction language that you have to use with these women. As I said before, the normal attraction and seduction tactics you've likely read about or learned simply do not work with these women. But once you learn my secret stripper code, you'll be refreshingly different from every other guy they see day in and day out. You'll be the guy that hot stripper, that banging waitress, and that sultry bartender want to fuck. And let me emphasize this point. The stripper code works on strippers and all hired guns, even if you're old, short, bald, overweight, or not good looking. It works if you're not rich, it works if you're shy, it works if you have an accent, you get nervous, or even if you feel you're really good at pickup. The stripper code stands on its own as its own form and method of seduction, and it's so effective because it's geared specifically towards strippers and hired guns. Not just regular women as most other programs are geared towards. This is the program that will separate you from the pack. But before I go any further, it's only fair that I'm 100% honest with you. If you're looking for a magic bullet that promises to get every girl in the world, including strippers and hired guns, attracted to you, then you should probably leave now because you will never find it. This program teaches you a coded language that specifically works for the hottest of the hot women who are so sexy that people beg them to work for them because they bring in big money on their looks and charms. And there's literally no other person out there that can teach you this secret code I'm about to show you. So if you're looking to attract that sort of, okay, I would do her but she's not that hot kind of girl, or that kind of cute girl you know, then this is not for you. This is for attracting, seducing, and banging strippers and other hired guns, plain and simple. The stripper code is a program for guys who are ready to move past the tricks and gimmicks and are serious about living a life where dating and having sex with hot women is the norm rather than the exception. Before creating this video, I recently shared the content of this course to a handful of students. Just so you know that this program isn't hype or something too good to be true, here's what some of my students have said about the program. Andre from Chicago said, "Holy shit, I didn't think these types of results were possible. I went from barely ever meeting women to slaying 3 strippers in the last month and 2 waitresses. And let me tell you, each one of them was a 10 out of 10. My friends are all super jealous of me, and it's become a running joke that if we go to a restaurant, bar, or strip club, I'm going to walk out of there with the hottest employee on my arm." The material in the stripper code is literally feels like a secret language that no one else but me knows, and as soon as I started using it, strippers and other hired guns go nuts. Thank you, John. Freddie from Providence, Rhode Island had this to say. From a guy who struggled getting even ordinary-looking women, this program is like having a superpower no one else has. I've gone from 0 to 100 almost instantly, and I've never felt so good before. Initially, I started using the stripper code on waitresses and was astounded at how easily it worked. Then, I moved on to the strip clubs. Honestly, I didn't give myself a chance in hell, even with the program, but I was shocked when the first time I used the stripper code on a stripper, we ended up dating and having sex. Easily the hottest girl I'd ever hooked up with until the following week when I met an even hotter stripper. Best investment ever. Again, these are just normal guys just like you. None of them are rich or particularly good looking. I even have success stories from older guys who use the stripper code to get strippered and hired guns. Let's take a look at what you receive when you grab the stripper code. The stripper code consists of 4 multimedia training modules. In each of these modules, I'll take you step by step through the entire secret language I call the stripper code in great detail. You'll get detailed explanations of each element of the code. If you're able to follow simple step-by-step instructions, you'll be able to master the stripper code. The stripper code is so simple that literally any guy can become an expert in a very short amount of time. Not only that, but in this unique program, you'll discover how easy it is to adapt the stripper code to your unique personality and style. And it's not going to take you much time at all to go through the program and start using the stripper code. In fact, you can start using this stuff as soon as tomorrow, and you'll probably get laid. In Module 1, I'm going to dive deep and teach you everything you need to know about going into a strip club and picking up strippers. I'll get into the psychology of strippers, the secret coded pickup language you have to use to actually seduce them, and much, much more. In Module number 2, I'm going to go into talking about how to pick up girls that work in bars and clubs. Girls like bartenders, shot girls, cocktail waitresses, etc. These girls are especially tough because they're usually rushing around tending to several customers. But with these tactics, you'll be that one special customer she's attracted to. In Module number 3, I cover how to pick up girls working outside of bars and clubs like waitresses, hostesses, baristas, and girls working in retail shops. There's some distinct differences in picking up these type of hired guns, and I get into the details in this module. Lastly, in Module number 4, I'll go over putting everything together and other miscellaneous keys to picking up hired guns, including how to pick up girls who are super busy or very rushed. The results come fast, too. Most students actually have sex within the first couple weeks of starting the program. And the best part is that this is only the beginning for them. Now, you may believe that a program that can do so much for you would cost a pretty penny. And in all honesty, it really should. After all, this program is completely unique and reveals a totally new type of seduction specifically geared towards strippers and hired guns. I've personally spent 3 years and well over $20,000 developing this program alone. I've paid for lap dances, bought drinks, and generally blown money just to try out different tactics. And believe me, I've tried everything and every kind of tactic out there, so you can trust me when I tell you the stripper code is as dialed in as you can get. When I first came up with the stripper code, I taught it to a very small test group of guys who paid $697 to learn it. And believe me, based on the results of that test group, each and every one of these guys will tell you that learning the stripper code for $697 was a major bargain. Yet today, you're receiving a lot more material than I taught to those guys. I'm giving you everything that first group of guys received, plus, just for watching this free presentation, I'd like to give you free of charge these bonuses to really turn you into a master at getting strippers and hired guns. They are the secrets of same-night lays. This is the ultimate companion to the stripper code. The stripper code is so powerful that many times you're going to be in position to have sex with a hired gun the same night you meet them. This program ensures you can close the deal. Normally sells for $79, it's yours absolutely free. The second bonus is an entire 4-module course I put together called the Automatic Attraction Program that shows you how to get laid without ever having to approach women. I'm including this course because I want you to be getting women when you're not in a strip club, restaurant, etc. as well. That normally sells for $197. It's yours absolutely free. The third bonus is the complete guide to rock-solid sexual confidence. Another great compliment to the stripper code. The girls you're going to be fucking are going to be the hottest you've ever had, and this course will prime your confidence to be ready for them once you get them into bed. Now you can see why the stripper code is valued at $697 even without the bonuses, which is a steal. However, just for watching this presentation today, I have a much better deal coming your way. Just keep watching, as it won't last much longer. Of course, you could choose to continue on the path you're on right now and pay 10, 20, even 100 times this much money in the near future of buying lap dances and drinks only to go home alone and horny. And that isn't what I want for you. So let's make this a really easy decision, okay? I feel you deserve to know why I'm about to offer you such a massive discount today. If you receive emails from me or read my blog, you know that I try to give out as much information as I can about dating women. It's because I think guys have a right to be able to get laid when they want to. A right to live a life where we can enjoy the hottest women and have amazing, mind-blowing sex that both partners enjoy. And a right to live life without the fear of never being with an amazingly attractive woman. And I want to help as many guys as possible experience this. The good news, that means a much lower price for you because it's time for you to enjoy the type of sex life you deserve. That means today you will not be paying the retail value of the stripper code and the bonuses, not even close. Your investment today will not be $697, not even the original $697 I charged without all the bonuses. Your total investment today, which includes the stripper code and all bonuses, is now only one payment of $67. If you're skeptical of whether this program will work for you, let me put your worries to rest with my no questions asked, free, have wild, passionate sex with strippers in the next 30 days money-back guarantee. It works like this. I'm willing to bet that right now you're thinking about a super hot stripper, bartender, waitress, or other hired gun you met recently that was just incredible. If you sign up for the stripper code right now, I guarantee that you will have wild, passionate sex with a smoking hot stripper or other hired guns within the next 30 days. The stripper code is that powerful. And if you don't have an amazing experience with a hired gun within the first 30 days of your purchase and let me know you want to cancel the program, I'll issue you a prompt and courteous refund. No questions asked. It really is that simple. You have literally nothing to lose and everything to gain when you click the Add to Cart button below and get access to this program at this discounted price. Join guys like Luke from Little Rock who says, I feel incredible when I go to strip clubs. Within minutes, I have a stripper looking at me with those fuck me eyes, clinging to every word I say. Or Brent in Sarasota who says, I've banged 3 waitresses over the past 2 weeks just using the Module 2 material of the stripper code. This stuff just works. And I've got something else really crazy to tell you. If you act now before the presentation ends, I will throw in a special report I wrote called How to Be Good in Bed, which normally sells for $97, absolutely free. This is the report that will truly make sure these girls beg for more and will make you unforgettable to every woman you go out with. That brings the total value of the course to over $700. Yet today, if you act now, you get everything for just one payment of $67. Remember, it's not just a great bargain you're getting today. You'll be joining the most comprehensive program that exists on seducing strippers and hired guns. Click on the Add to Cart button now to claim your discounted price. You'll get immediate access to the stripper code and all the bonuses, plus my exclusive report on how to be a rock star in bed. Here's what will happen the moment you click the Add to Cart button below the video. You'll be taken to our 100% secure checkout page. Then you'll receive an email from me giving you instant access to the stripper code and all the bonuses. It's that simple. Remember, you've been struggling with this area of your life for far too long, and the pain of continuing in a state of inaction will only lead to more despair, more frustration, and the continued struggle of not getting the types of women you want. Yet all of this can change the moment you start applying the stripper code. Picture this. Imagine having the power to walk into any strip club and get laid at will and never having to be scared of when your next sexual encounter will be. Imagine having the power and choice with women you've always wanted, knowing that you can go to any restaurant or bar and get any hired gun you want. And you know what the best part of this experience will be? Your life will have a steady stream of hot women who want to have sex with you. And these girls will be bragging to their girlfriends about what the amazing, different guy she met at work that she's dating is like. They will be magnetically drawn to you for reasons they can neither explain nor rationalize. The tables will turn, and you will be the one in control. Isn't that a fantastic feeling? Yes, it's true. Your struggles with getting the women you want up until today have been no fault of your own. It's true you've been lied to by all of the so-called experts. Now it's time to fight back and take the action necessary to put an end to all the lies and learn a new code that simply works. And unlike the phony solutions and people expecting the same old routines to work on strippers and hired guns, this program contains a brand new seduction code specifically targeted to strippers and hired guns. Try it first for 30 full days and see the results you desire or pay absolutely nothing. Alan from Vancouver says, "This is the only program I've seen that uses brand new tactics that are designed specifically for strippers and hired guns. Unlike other programs out there, Sinn doesn't recycle the same old tired material." Charles from Minnesota said, "My sex life has transformed. I'm getting the hottest girls I've ever been with and having regular sex pretty much every night." Look below this video now. Click on the Add to Cart button to claim your discounted price right now. You'll get immediate access to the stripper code and all the bonuses. Immediately after you order, check your email for instant access. Remember, along with full access to the stripper code, you'll also be receiving the Secrets of Same-Night Lays, which is the ultimate companion to the stripper code. The stripper's code is so powerful that many times you're going to be in a position to have sex with a hired gun the same night you meet them, and this program will ensure you close the deal. Normally $79, yours absolutely free. You're also going to get the Automatic Attraction program, which is an entire 4-module course I put together last year that shows you how to get laid without ever having to approach women. I'm including this course because I want you to be getting women even when you're not in a strip club, restaurant, etc. Normally sells for $197, yours free. The Complete Guide to Rock Solid Sexual Confidence, another great compliment to the stripper quote. The girls you are going to be fucking are going to be the hottest you've ever had, and this course will prime your confidence to be ready once you get them into bed. Normally $97, yours free. And my super special limited time bonus, How to Be Amazing in Bed, normally $97, yours absolutely free. As you know, I lowered the price by over $600 just so you can jump in right now. Yet eventually I'm going to raise that price back up to where it really deserves to be. So act now before that happens. Also, there's one small detail I haven't told you about. Because this material is designed to set you apart from the pack, I don't want this information being widely known. And because I already gave the course to some beta tester students, I'm only keeping 57 spots available, and they could sell out at any minute. They might even be filled up before this video is over. And if they are, I'm sorry. This means if you want to grab one of the 57 spots we still have available, you need to act quickly. And let's not forget, unless you take action now, today, you may never take action. You may do what some people do and just put it off a few more days, which will turn into months and then years. So let's make sure you get what you really want and do the only smart thing you can do. Take advantage of this limited time offer while you still can, and wisely get on the path to an amazing life filled with beautiful strippers and hired guns today. Click the Add to Cart button below, and let's get you started now. If you're still watching, I bet you have some questions. Here are the most common questions I get, and the answers to help you out. How long will it take before I get results? I've seen guys get explosive results on the very next day after starting the course. What if I'm not good at talking to strippers, waitresses, and hired guns? This program will teach you exactly how to talk to these women in a coded language that makes them respond to you the way that other guys will never be able to achieve, and it's easy. Will this program work for me if I just want a girlfriend? Yes, this program is designed for you to be able to attract that ultra-cute waitress, stripper, barista, or any other hired gun. It works if you just want sex or if you want a long-term relationship. What is the difference between this program and others on the internet? This is the only program on the internet that contains brand new seduction techniques specifically engineered towards strippers and hired guns. It's not the same old recycled routines you'll find elsewhere. Remember, along with full access to the stripper code, you'll also be getting access to the Secrets of Same Night Lays, a $79 value, the Automatic Attraction Program, a $197 value, the Complete Guide to Rock Solid Sexual Confidence, a $97 value, and my super bonus, How to Be Amazing in Bed, a $97 value. Just click the Add to Cart button below, and let's get you started right now. Thanks for watching, and if you click the Add to Cart button below, I'll see you on the other side.